This is the story of my encounter with a very scary Japanese convenience store manager. But before we get to that story, let's talk a little bit about Japanese convenience stores. I've lived in Japan for a few years now, and one of the most amazing and unique things about the country is the convenience stores. Going to the konbini, as it's called, is a daily part of life for most people living here. It's not like the European convenience stores at all, where at most you'd be able to buy a hot dog, a cold sandwich, and some snacks. Japanese convenience stores really are convenient to a whole new level. Not only are all of the chains open 24/7 and carry delicious convenient food like onigiri, bento, and instant ramen, but they also sell power banks, phone chargers, toiletries, and even clothes. You can also pay your utility bills, pick up or send packages, and even buy event tickets there. At Lawson, they'll do collab merch with anime, video games, and even VTubers. They even have Ichiban Kuji, a lottery prize game themed around a single anime or game where you will always win something. And the top prizes are exciting things like large plushies or anime figures. And then there's Family Mart's legendary famichiki. It's served fresh and hot at the counter and only made in small batches so it stays juicy. And it's super cheap too. You can get famichiki for just around 200 yen. Whenever I go, I can't resist it. It's too delicious. It got so popular it even has its own merch. And then there's 7-Eleven. You might think, but that's not a Japanese store, is it? Well, it wasn't originally. In 1973, the Japanese retailer Ito Yokado licensed the 7-Eleven brand from the US-based Southland Corporation. And then in 1974, the first Japanese 7-Eleven opened. 7-Eleven, the concept of convenience stores, became so popular with Japanese people that by the time the Southland Corporation was facing bankruptcy in 1991, the licensors of 7-Eleven in Japan, Ito Yokado, were able to just buy out a controlling interest, which means 7-Eleven is now a Japanese-owned business. That's right. Despite 7-Eleven having to compete with Family Mart, Lawson, Ministop, Daily Yamazaki, New Days, and many other small convenience store chains, they were so successful that they were able to just buy full control of their American counterpart. Life in Japanese cities is usually quite busy, and people live in smaller homes with limited storage, so they tend to shop in smaller amounts more often. Japanese konbini are clean, reliable, open 24/7, packed with good food and essentials, and they're easy to integrate into daily life. So naturally everyone has their own local konbini that they rely on, and I am one of those people. I live in a quiet suburb, not far from the heart of Tokyo, just far enough that the busy nightlife of Shinjuku is only a distant light show in the horizon. My days go by with either spending all day at home writing comics or streaming, or I'll be going out for business meetings or recording at our studio office. But no matter what my day had in store for me, my night usually ends with a brief stop at my local konbini, and that is where I meet the manager. A very proper-looking man with a deep and professional voice asks me.
袋はご利用になりますか?
His glare sends a shiver down my spine. Hi, onegaishimasu. The manager of my local konbini is a scary man. He never greets anyone who walks in, and I've never seen him smile. He gives the feeling of a high-level government bureaucrat, or a corporate lawyer, or perhaps a police officer. And yet, he serves me fried chicken. Sometimes I'd see him, my mind would begin to ask questions. How did a man with such an aura come to work at a convenience store? Perhaps he was a corporate lawyer at one of the largest law firms in Tokyo. But one day, something very bad happened. He made a fatal mistake that had him fall from the higher echelons of society. Maybe he took the fall for someone else. I was trying to do the right thing, but in the end it cost him everything, even his license to practice the law. Faced with no chance of coming back, his kind aunt asked if he wouldn't mind helping manage her local convenience store. They were looking for a new manager after their old manager had hurt his back and couldn't do it anymore. At first he downright refused. The job would be beneath him. What a ridiculous idea. But his aunt kept telling him he should go help the people there. They were struggling with no management. And so he brought his high-end corporate management skills to the tiny local convenience store. And after dealing with the silly antics of the employees and the local customers, his hard-boiled demeanor slowly softened. And he began to like his new position. And he continues to manage the local konbini to this day. Yet he never quite let go of that scary corporate lawyer aura. Or maybe that's all just something I made up in my head. It's a bit embarrassing to be inventing so much law for a person I've never spoken with beyond, "Yes, I need a bag, please." But I felt like it fit him so well. One night I was on my way home, and I saw him there. He's always there, at night, all on his own. I don't know if he's really a fallen corporate lawyer, but I know that it's not so easy taking care of a store like that. And I know he handles it all by himself most nights. Maybe he doesn't want his young part-timer workers working late into the night. Many of them are probably still students after all. So I think he must be a kind person, even if he's a little scary.
これはうちの商品じゃない。客の忘れ物か。